In Mike Repole, we trust. Welcome back to the Defending Football Show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now that I'm back, I want to make a quick video talking about Mike Repole. Repole. I don't know how to say his name correctly. Everyone says it differently. But he is the newest owner of the UFL, and he has stirred up the league. You could say that for sure. If you didn't see my last video, go watch that first. But I kind of want to sing his praises so far because he is really giving me and a lot of other UFL fans a ton of hope for the league. After this season, the league felt very stale and felt like it was just trending down to a slow death. And I love spring football. I cannot see it go away. So because of that, Mike Repole steps in and decides he's going to make major changes to the UFL to save the league. The most recent thing that he did was adding 3 new teams. Yes, he took 3 teams away, but he moved them and relocated them to different markets. You got the Louisville Kings, the Columbus Aviators, and the Orlando Storm. I think all the markets are a good choice, and they're all new brands as well, which I think is the smart thing to do. That's why it makes no sense when they took the Guardians from New York and put them in Orlando, because they're based on a gargoyle in New York. Orlando doesn't have gargoyles, so I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. But I think this was a big win for the league, and it definitely sparked a lot of talk around the league. The new cities are very excited to have this opportunity with these teams, and I think they're going to really dig in deep in these markets and try to build strong core fan bases. One of the other reasons I'm singing his praises is because of the new venues, the new stadiums they're playing at. Now, 6 out of the 8 teams are playing in MLS soccer fields. DC was already in a MLS stadium, so I think that's one of the reasons why they didn't move or get touched at all. But the Dallas Renegades, Orlando Storm, Columbus Aviators, Louisville Kings, and the Houston Gamblers are now all in MLS stadiums. They all hold, I think, 30K or less, every single one of them. This is good for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, it's probably cheaper than renting out an NFL stadium. And reason number 2, if you only have 10,000 people show up for a game, it looks half full. It doesn't look 10% full. So it's good for optics and it's good for money. The only downside is that you're going to possibly have to schedule around those MLS teams. Some of them can be annoying. DC had to deal with that last year as well. But I'm sure that they will figure this out. But this is a great change for the UFL, getting it a little bit smaller to make it look better on TV. The third thing, I could probably make a standalone video on this, but there are no more conferences. When the XFL and the USFL merged together to make the UFL, they kept the XFL and USFL names as conferences, like AFC and NFC, same deal. Then you had the XFL teams and the USFL teams. The top 2 teams in each conference make the playoffs, play to go to the championship, and then those guys play each other. So you always have XFL versus USFL. Yeah, that comes to a rivalry aspect of the league that's pretty cool, but it's pretty gimmicky now looking back on it. I actually really did like this at the time, but now looking back on it, I like this new proposition a lot better. So what it is now, instead of the 4 teams each being split up, there is no conferences. It's just 8 teams straight up. That means the top 4 best teams always make the playoffs. That will determine the 4 teams in the playoffs that go against each other to go to the championship. This is actually a really cool idea. Because we only have 8 teams, it's not really a smart idea to have conferences or divisions anyway. I mean, there's so little teams, it doesn't matter much. And good teams can be punished like the 2023 Battlehawks. Not that you would have beaten DC anyway, guys. But I really like this idea, mostly because we can get a DC versus St. Louis championship game, and wouldn't that be sweet? Let me know what you think about the conference change down below. That's also ruffled a few feathers, it seems like, online. The next reason I'm singing Mike Repole's praises is because of this clip right here. Movie time, stay tight.
You know, a lot of the teams right now are in the hub, which is in Arlington. But what we're going to do this year, and Russ and I already spoke about it, is, you know, the home team will come sometimes in the market a couple days before or stay a couple days longer. Early within the first 5 games of the regular season, when Columbus has a home-to-home, back-to-back season, we'll get them here on a Thursday, Friday, and they'll stay 10 straight days, work with the mayor, community work, go meet kids in school, go out there. We might have a Friday fan fest here, the weekend before the game. So we really want to be part of the local community.
So as you heard from his words, they're going to be having teams stay in their cities for longer every week. This is something, whoa, mind-boggling. We've been saying this for years, guys. A lot of content creators in the UFL spring football space have been saying this. You need to be in your community so that your community knows you're there. Duh. Genius. Mike Repole's doing it. I can't wait to see it. It's really going to improve attendance and people actually caring about the team. Too often they are in Arlington, Texas. They fly out for one night, play the game, and go back to Arlington, Texas. I know that might be cheaper that way, but nobody is sticking around to sign autographs and do stuff like that after the game. I mean, they just don't have time. When I went to the DC game, that's kind of what I wanted. It didn't really end up happening. Of course, I wanted to meet some of the players, and if they did stuff around the city, that would be super intriguing to get into the community and the community to actually invest in this team. And the very last point, guys, is that he actually listened to our requests, and it looks like he cares. He really does care about this league. That's how it feels anyway, and he's making the proper adjustments, whether you like it or not. I know I don't want anyone to lose their teams, and I don't think he wanted you to lose your team either. He actually wants to bring the Michigan Panthers back, as far as I can tell. That's what he said. Might be a few years, but if that's true, come on guys, that is awesome. But he really is the most vocal owner so far. That seems like he is very passionate about the UFL, but it's awesome to see as a fan that someone is that passionate about the UFL to keep it going, because we love the UFL, baby. Like the video if you love the UFL. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below, do you think Mike Repole is doing a great job, or do you think he's screwing it up? Thank you again, subscribe and like the video, and for the love of football, defend football, baby!